Hello, welcome back, welcome back. I think we're good. Yes, we're good. Okay. Why can't you guys see what I see? Here we go. Yeah. But this is the one that's kind of weird. Hold on. Reset, transform. Okay. All right, we're good. We're back. We're back. We're back. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm so sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure I can restart the live stream to see if I can actually make things do as I need them to do. Perfect. Bruce, welcome in. Welcome in. Brew. Oh, how are you doing? There you go. Sorry, I misheard your name. Hey, yeah. Chat to be Twitch update. Perfect. All right, solid. We are set. We are doing heroic raid. We are in Keen Saladhar or Mr. Salad Bar, whichever guys you prefer. Helping out a fellow friend, community member. They are a Mythic Raider. They're just trying to do a quick little heroic pug. They asked if I wanted to come, and I said yes. So here we are doing the heroic raid. Sorry about restarting that stream. I just wanted to make sure that everything was going well across the board. So we are live on TikTok, and we are happy. Everything's working out nicely. Make sure Tickfinity is running. Perfect. You guys can see that timer still? Nice. We're at 2 hours and 15 minutes left on our raid. On our stream as well. That is extendable. Follows, subscriptions, even just chatting also all extends the stream. So if you guys just want to sit in here and talk to me, ask me questions about World of Warcraft, maybe even lore implications, whatever you might have. I missed that. That's so bullshit. Also, where's my frame rates going? Oh man. Yikes. That was a weird spike. Happens sometimes. I'm really mad I missed that interrupt. It's in the corner, so it's not that big of a deal, but damn, we had that. The orb. Good job dropping off that debuff. Nice. This is going very smooth. Welcome in, welcome in. Nikolai, how are you doing today? That was dumb of me. Forgot he's got the Disintegrate Beam on Heroic. Saladar, you're gooping on the ground again, and it's gross. Handle your goop. We've lost one healer. That same druid. Causing us some issues right now. These things cannot be slowed or stunned. You just have to hunt them down. Really not a good idea to be holding him right here, I think. I always angle my camera down during this phase, so that way I can see exactly where my character is standing, where his hitbox is in relation to the laser beam. Intadar is about 20%. We just got to stay focused here, finish up these last little bit of mechanics. Go through one more of those transfer phases and he dies. Ooh, that's coming right through me. Don't know how that doesn't kill. Thank God for high stamina. And those directors can just fly all over the fucking map. It's so cool. We have to kill him after this, otherwise we lose. So DPS is definitely kind of close. We have to kill him right here. Angling my camera back down. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you, Ash, for resetting. I appreciate you. Welcome back. DJ, welcome in. How you doing? GG's. Ooh, toy. I'm not gonna get anything in here. Can I at least get the toy? No.
Another story of a mortal asking for more than they can handle.
Nice. Champion chainmail 250 eye level warbound account pieces of Gia. Nice. Hell yeah. I can only get 2 pieces of gear out of this heroic raid. 1 drops from the dragons, 1 drops from Cosmos. So everything else is just complete transmog for me. I'm currently sitting at 271 eye level. I have a hero piece almost fully upgraded in every single slot. Just my boots is a champion piece of gear. I forgot we actually have to be up here. Whoa. I got the transmog roll on the tier piece? I'm gonna hold on to that until someone asks me if they want it or not. Because that's a little interesting. Because that would be the heroic shoulders, which would be huge because I'm not trained. I haven't changed my shoulders into a tier set yet. So this would actually be a big transmog piece for me. We go to Hunter. The heroic ones, I don't have the shoulders yet. So this would actually be one step closer. I'd also need the cloak and the waist. And then I would have the entire heroic and normal and raid finder set completed. That'd be really cool. Plus that lets me hold on to them to change those, to upgrade those. I'll get the mythic ones right away too, because I have a mythic 8 of 8 shoulder pads equipped. So I'd be able to use gold to fully upgrade those to get the mythic coloration as well. Hell yeah. Thank you, Raid. That's awesome. Hopefully no one actually needs it and I get to keep that. For the color. For the wardrobe. Come on, y'all. We have 3 bosses left. Let's skedaddle. Probably need to do the Dream Rift. I got ahead of the curve on Dream Rift already. We cleared it on Heroic, right? I think I did that. Midnight Raid. Oh, I have not killed him on Heroic yet. My bad. I think we attempted it a bunch of times. We got him down like 10%, but we didn't kill him. And then we hopped into normal and we one-shot him again. Yeah, that's what happened. Damn it. So I still need to do the Dream Rift on Heroic. Grab ahead of the curve that real fast. Don't know if we're going to be doing that tonight. Depends on if we finish the rest of Voidspire or not. Lol, just jumped right into a laser beam. RNG. Please. Wait, why didn't they attack the paladin? I don't understand. Okay. I am bringing some friends. They're still coming for sure. We're definitely breeding some friends. Hey, Pretty Owls, welcome back, welcome back. Sorry, yes, I had to restart stream. I just wanted to make sure that it was working the way that it should be working. Von Tira, welcome in, welcome in. Howdy, everybody. We are still in the Heroic Raid currently. Doing a pretty smooth run of it, if I say so myself. Brassus gave a little bit of trouble, but we've one-shot the other 2 bosses. Von Tira, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. If you guys have any questions about the raid, about Survival Hunter, about your spec, anything World of Warcraft, happy to help. I've played the game for about 20 plus years. If you guys just want to talk, I'm here to talk as well. If you guys want to talk about anything, World of Warcraft related or not World of Warcraft related, we can also just vibe out. I'm just here to try to demonstrate the raid a little bit, talk about the mechanics, get some gear, do a little bit of a coaching visual POV here. These next two bosses are going to be probably the toughest out of the first couple. So this is really where the raid steps up in a lot of people's opinion. There's just a lot of individual responsibility mechanics that have to be handled. So both of the dragons don't share a health pool. They have individual health pools, which means we have to take care of them. There's also an outside arena aspect, which means you can fall off and die. So you got to be careful with that as well when you're using your movement abilities in this window. They're going to each have a breath effect, and they're each going to have a up and down phase effect. And we'll talk about each of those as we go through it, but basically you never want both of the breath effects to touch, okay? The tank is going to handle one of them. The other one is always going to be placed on a random DPS. If you do a really good job of just always kind of like V-shaping the dragons, you'll never have an issue with it. You got to be careful of their tail swipe as well as their claw attacks whenever you are dealing with this. So if you're melee, make sure you're standing on the side. Also, we have a split group effect that they're trying to set up right now, which we will demonstrate and showcase as we go into it. We are Survival Hunter POV. Overall, this fight is a lot of dodging and just DPS maintaining the health pools between both of the dragons, between both of the phases as best you possibly can. Not hyper-focusing one or the other. Welcome in everybody, welcome, welcome. Cyrus, how are you doing? I'm gonna go grab a drink while they're looking for somebody. Setting something up. The Death Knight said, how do I tank this? And I guess he was being whispered. We're gonna take the fear cone to the skull icon. So that's gonna be the fear cone that we talked about. One of the cone effects you don't want to have hit. You're gonna take that to skull. Are there tank swaps? My guy, this is heroic. I feel like you should not be using your tank privilege by just jumping into the heroic raid and should have given us the courtesy to have done LFR first. At least. You know, or watched the video. Using their tank privilege. Loon, welcome in. How you doing, Loon?
Bro, TBC tanking has me stressed.
Can't imagine
Can't
retail.
imagine retail now.
Yeah, tanking in retail is a void of death. If you ever wanted the easiest game in the entire world, you 100% should try tanking in retail. It's not easy, but it'll give you an easy time to get into groups. You'll be everyone's favorite person. You'll never be declined from anything you ever try to sign up for. Efficiently, when it comes to time, if you want to save as much time as possible, if you only have such a limited amount of time to play the game, but you still have goals and ambitions to like achieve stuff, you should try tanking or healing, because you're just always going to get put into these groups and you're always just going to be such a badass to them. When it comes down to like actually performing the tank mechanics, with the single button rotation assistant now, you don't even need to learn your rotation as a tank. You only really need to know your cooldowns. You only need to know mechanics of the raid fight and positioning. Other than that, it's really just knowing your gear and taking it from there. I do think that tanking in Burning Crusade and anything in Burning Crusade is going to be much easier than retail across the board, but there is a severe tank drought in retail right now, and it shows for sure. It's pretty tough. Tank privilege doesn't exist, changed my mind. I just talked about how it does. Ood Masta, welcome in. This dude's in the heroic raid and we've killed 3 bosses and he doesn't know the fights. There's a tank privilege. If there was a DPS asking for these fights, he probably would have been kicked. Okay, so both dragons. One's always going to be on the ground, one's going to be in the air. The tank has the null beam, which he's going to always face away. You'll see that that creates the, why am I typing? That creates the thing that you got to run away from. The fear, there's the tail swipe to demonstrate that. The fear mechanic, or the fear breath that's going to be sent out by the white dragon, can never hit that little orb that was the tether orb. If you do, you instantly wipe. So here's the fear breath, and then there is the dream beam. Okay, so the fear goes there, everyone has to soak the dream beam.
Hello there.
Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for that follow. I'll get to chat here in just a second. NG, thank you for following, appreciate you. This is heroic, correct. Break the tether, avoid the fear beam. Fuck, I couldn't get over to it. My bad. Already dissed. Already disengaged. I disengaged and then that priest life gripped me, but I had the fear beam. So the fear beam is going to be one of his cone effects. It's basically Veilgore's. You have to take it out to the group so no one else gets hit by it. Only you get hit by it. Then they dispel the fear. We have that on Skull right now. I disengaged to get out of the tether, so I didn't have any movement ability to get over there quickly. And then the life grip kind of threw me off as well. It's okay though. But yes, welcome in, welcome in. No, he wanted the fight in general. He didn't even know if there was a taunt swap. So that's definitely some tank privilege. He was saying the tank was asking about the fight. Yeah. Are you you're explaining it so nice? Thank you, NG. I appreciate you. Even though I was definitely, I mean, there was half of us dead at that point, but some RNG. This boss is one of those weird ones where it just takes a couple of visual attempts for people to, like, even if you did it last week, you still need to, like, kind of remember the mechanics, if you know what I mean. So you're like, oh yeah, I've killed this boss 4 times, but then you come in here and you go, oh man, I forgot there's that one extra thing, or oh man, there's this that I definitely needed to do there. So just always be aware, like for example, the tail swipe, just one little thing that like missed my mind that definitely put me in a situation where probably led to the downfall of the group because I got hit by tail swipe, I had to use my cheetah to get back into place. I then used my disengage and I no longer had any movement ability to be able to get that fear out of the group. So making sure that you're aware and clearly staying attention during the entire fight is probably going to be always your best bet. Is this your main? Yes, I'm currently playing Survival Hunter. I am 271. So you guys can see the only pieces of gear I need out of this heroic raid are a necklace and a cloak. And even then they're just like 1% upgrades. So I think the tanks did perfectly fine, especially for him not knowing what's going on. For us there, it was just making sure that the mechanics are really cleaned up. They're starting to fill in some extra slots. I was invited to this raid, for everyone to know. My friend Rose is a mythic raider, and they are doing this heroic pug group with their guild, and they invited me in just to like let me come into the raid and also demonstrate their capabilities. So, Dan boys, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys checking this one out. We do have a coinathon going on right now. That's what that timer is. So just even talking to me, sharing the live stream, following me, all it will extend the stream. So appreciate you guys all being in here, and thank you so much for chatting. You guys have any questions, just let me know. How good is Survival Mythic Plus? Very fun. Very good. I've been enjoying it. Sometimes I'll swap into Beast Mastery. I do about the exact same damage on either level. Just if the Mythic Plus group has too many melee, I'll play Beast Mastery. If it's got too much range, I'll play Survival. Both of mine are doing extremely well. So I'm doing about 125, maybe 133,000 damage overall per my dungeon cells. And I'm parsing that as well. So Survival is very fun. I love it so much. I hope that it continues to be strong so that way I can get to continue play it throughout the expansion. If things change, then obviously we'll switch it up. I wouldn't mind having one season with marksmanship just because I love MM, but currently with survival being as good as it is, I couldn't pass it up. Plus dual wielding. Hello? Dual wielding's badass. That's what we're here for. So, welcome in everybody. Name's Red the Deer, playing the game for 20 plus years. Currently in the heroic raid Voidspire with some friends. We've talked a little bit about the mechanics already. If you guys have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. These guys are all going to get Gorping Grass into each other. Right there. Start blasting. I'm fourth in the damage meters. The Gloom has been soaked. Null Beam cannot hit that. Or it can, and I'm mistaken. Alright, I guess we're good. Too much damage. The healers were having issues earlier in the Verasis fight, and I kind of mentioned it. They're all pugs. But this, like, one druid, I don't think has been above 30k in this heroic raid this entire time. Which means we've been 3-man healing, or 4-man healing, and even then, you could tell there's definitely, like, a lot of just passive damage going on, where we're not really being able to survive, so they'll figure it out as they keep going. CC, thank you for following, I appreciate you. You get a dab for joining the sleigh. If we got to this phase here, I think we would have all been able to start recovering and healing. Death recap doesn't actually work. They're trying to figure out where the damage is. It just is passive. I really think it's just a passive amount of damage. I mean, the heals just feel low. 40k. You should always have about heals and DPS around the same number. Surprisingly, Blizzard does a good job about balancing that out. The healers should be pulling about 60,000 heals per second, and we have 3 of them that are under that. So that's why we're feeling that pressure of just like constantly being ticked downward and sitting at like 50% HP. Well, glad I came back because I didn't loot that boss. Everyone's done that, that's okay. Welcome in though, welcome in everybody. We're probably going to be picking up some more people again. They're rotating people in and out. Thank you for liking the live stream, Brenna. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. We look at the other bosses. You guys can see where we were. Our kill on Verasis. I was 3rd damage with 70,000 damage per second and 25 million damage done total. Our kill on our first boss, I was 74,000 damage per second, and our kill on Keen Saladar was 62,000 damage per second, but there's a lot more movement in that fight. I'm sitting around 53 here, and 42, but that's because we're dying a whole bunch. Looks like they're ready to do another pull. Gonna grab some lock cookies for sure. We lost a couple DPS there, so now the healer should have a little bit less to have to deal with. It might help. This is going to be heroic raid. Brennan, welcome in. Welcome in. I definitely should be doing mythic. I'm 271, so really the only pieces of gear I can get in the game now are myth tier pieces of gear. But yeah, this should be pretty smooth heroic kills here. How was your day? My day was good. We had a really good early stream. We coached during the Mythic Pluses. So we did, on Tuesdays, we're going to do coaching Mythic Plus carry dungeons. So if you have a brand new fresh level 90, you have an alt, you're new to the game, maybe you're coming back to the game, you're PvP or trying to try PvE for the first time, whatever the reason, it's kind of rude for the community to assume that everybody's going to know exactly how to do Mythic Plus dungeons even later into the season, because people start playing the game at many different times. Someone could have just got level 90 today, and now they're going to be thrust into this PvE environment where they don't know how to do the Mythic Plus dungeon. So my community and myself, specifically using this channel, are going to be doing on Tuesdays Mythic Plus coachings and Mythic Plus carries completely for free for people who are just viewing the stream. And that's what we were ending up. We got a couple dungeons done, which was awesome. We carried a couple community members. It was really fun. So that stream went crazy. Yesterday, we also did a like-a-thon, a full-on like-a-thon. And we streamed for 12 hours, which is why you guys can't extend the stream with likes right now, because you go crazy with it, which is really fun. Yeah. Bummer. Wonder what's going on. Feels like everyone's dying at the same time. And I think it has something to do with that tank is aiming the null beam at the orb. If I remember, they can't do that. I said that earlier. And I don't think, if I know or not, I've never tanked this, so I don't actually know. But to me, it feels like there's something being missed across the board. I've been playing off and on since launch, but this is my first expansion ever doing Mythic Plus. Beast Mastery, man, nice. Beast Mastery's in a really good spot right now. We've actually made a couple Beast Mastery friends today. If you've got any questions for me, I also can main Beast Mastery. In fact, I can do this next pull in Beast Mastery if you would like to see that. I have the entire set ready, and I'm going to pull very similar numbers. So I can switch if you guys need me to switch, just to like demonstrate what Beast Mastery looks like if you're interested. Otherwise, I'll stay on Survival because it's fun. But yeah, welcome in. So today we did Windrunner Spire. No, we did Magister's Terrace, Algothar's Academy, and Marsara Caverns. And we took a couple people in there and then just taught people all the mechanics, taught people all of the tips and tricks, different class themes you can do here and there that help you have a more successful Mythic Plus run. And we're going to be doing those on Tuesdays. So if you guys are interested in that type of content, please join the RTD fan club, join the community. We have a community in-game as well that we just recently started developing. If you guys would like to join, here you can take this link and post it into a browser and then follow the instructions by Blizzard from there. I think that's one way to do it. Or if you're in-game, you can also add me. Red the Deer, #1602 is the battle tag. Okay. They're going to go do normal march to Quel'Danas if everyone wants to come. Boss health got too far apart, so mechanics kept killing us. We know why we died. So if the boss's HP is too far apart, the damage is too high. I didn't know that. That's good to know. That might be a heroic only thing. But either way, it looks like we're going to go do March of Quel'Danas instead. I'm here alone for the ride, so I'm just going to be joining them for that. We're streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. We're planning on doing the raid the entire time. If this raid falls apart, we'll be doing a heroic pug group that I will raid lead Dream Rift, because I still have to get that one done. Do you have a Discord? Hard to type with these nails. I got you, boo. Yes, we do have a Discord. And here is a good invite link for that. If you would like the Discords, there is the Discords. But welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Super chill night tonight. I'm going to go fill up my water bottle while we're switching gears. Give me 1 second. Can you look it up? It says for It says live restricted. Is that a break for 5 minutes? Okay. Cool. Perfect. Boom. Shihab, welcome in. Welcome in. Ahmed, how you doing today? How are you doing? Welcome back. Thanks for checking back in. I would join to help pump those bosses, but I have a prior engagement. Sorries. No worries. If we had you in here, we probably would have definitely killed those Dragons. Ooh. Nice. Okay, looks like no one needed this, so I'm gonna go ahead and unravel it. Take a nice little peek at it. And then I'm gonna go fully upgrade it for gold, since I have a myth piece on. And unlock that transmog as well.
Honored to meet you.
And we are good to go on mythic shoulder pads. Nice. Mass. I'm very happy about that. That's freaking so sick. Okay, where are we? Closest, we're so close to the normal set. We're just missing the cloak. But we basically have it. Just missing the pants. Wow, the belt actually is very important, surprisingly. I have a belt. That is hero. Oh, but it's fully upgraded already, so even if I did change it over, it would still just give me only the myth piece. Which, I mean, I guess it would give me the heroic piece eventually, but I would have to fill out the rest of the mythic set. Do I have a heroic belt elsewhere? No, but now I'm gonna have to keep track of when I get a heroic belt or not so I can catalyst it. But we are actually really close to the transmog set. I bet you we can find a belt that's good enough. So